Honestly, I think this is the right phone for the right people. I'm Rio Gion and welcome to the channel. For this kind of moolah, you better get top specs. And you got Snapdragon 865 Plus, Adreno 650 graphics chip, you got 12 gigs of RAM. The cool and pretty obvious upgrade is the front screen. Now, they're making it full screen instead of that little tiny one, which makes the most sense because obviously, I think we all know they planned this. Like, I'm not sure about you guys, but it was so freaking obvious when they made the first Fold. Like, I just knew they're gonna fix the screen for the first gen. Back then, I should have made a video, but I wasn't planning on doing smartphones, so it was too late for that. Anyways, 120 Hz refresh rate. I'm not surprised, but I am surprised they didn't add microSD expansion. You're stuck with 256 gig of storage. Now, that seems like a gimp move on their part, because you're spending this much money and you're only getting 256 gig, while something like the Note 20 Ultra can go up to 512. So, I mean, that's just me. If you don't care for storage, this shouldn't be a problem for you. They say they work on the folding mechanism, so it should be better than the first. Well, to be honest, pretty much everything is better than the first from what I can tell. On the back, you get a triple camera setup. I'm kind of surprised they stick with the 12 megapixel instead of the 108 from the 20 series phone. The same telephoto, also 12 megapixel. Ultra wide, also 12 megapixel. I guess they must have think this is the best camera, so rather than giving you what they think is best, or, you know, something that's experimental. Maybe because it's smaller, probably because it's easier to fit in the folding device. I don't know, there's like a lot of theory there. So, on the front, both the fold screen and the small screen is a 10 megapixel. Not sure if you take selfies or vlogs with folding phones, but I guess you can if you're really into that. As for the main camera, it looks like you can go up to 4K instead of 8K. Not sure if this matters, but I figured I'd let you guys know. I think picture and video quality are at the high end because they have pretty decent software processing. I'm kind of surprised they went with 4,500 milliamps instead of 5,000 or 6,000 because this seems kind of small considering how big the device is once you unfold it. And the Snapdragon 865 Plus should be pretty good on battery, so I don't think this is too bad, but I'm not sure if this would last the entire day. So for those that have it, yeah, let me know. I'm kind of curious to find out myself. There's wireless and reverse wireless charging, of course, because that's the latest tech trend for flagship. You get a 25 watt wired and 11 watt wireless charging speeds. Those aren't the fastest, but if you're someone like me who just charges their phone overnight, then none of this actually matters. So, I think we all know this, but the price is $2,000 and it's ridiculous money for a smartphone, but for the right person, I feel like this is the right price. Like, if you're someone who wants to be on the absolute bleeding edge of everything, you've done pretty well for yourself, you make a lot of money, you don't know what to spend it on, this is it. If you're a show-off, you like to seek attention and approval of others, also, you seek items that are a status symbol, this is also it. To be honest, the same effect can be done with a smartphone and tablet, but you're gonna have to carry a tablet with you, so I know that can be hard. While it's much easier to have something like the Z Fold 2 where it can be both a smartphone and a tablet. So here's my prediction for the next 5 years. If the tech takes off, there's more and more competition, then I hope something like other smartphone makers can do it on the cheap. Not like Huawei where they charge even more, but maybe Xiaomi or Red Magic or something like that, and they can do it for like $800. If they can, that would be great. But at that time, the tech probably pretty old, so I think they can pull it off. If you want to buy this phone, more power to you. You just know that you want to be on the bleeding edge of tech, and you are certainly paying for it. So if you're new, click subscribe, the bell, thumbs up for more content. You guys stay awesome.